Okay, our fellow listeners, that was Twist and Shout by the Beatles we just played right now. And we have our man of the moment who's live with us as we speak, Neo Nayz. So, Neo, do you want to say hello to the listeners?
Hello everyone. I hope you guys are doing good and I hope you have an awesome day out there.
Great stuff. Great to have you with us on the lines. So, guys, we're gonna get into a short bio about Neo Nayz. From the streets of Vosloorus, Johannesburg to international recognition, Neo Batolile Mtembu, known as Neo Nayz, is taking over the drill scene in South Africa and beyond. Internationally recognized drill artist, nominated for the Mamas and Timeline Radio Hip Hop Awards. He featured on major radio stations across the country and now is with us on South Coast Radio, also making headlines in Daily Sun, Itemba Lekezeden, Ekurhuleni News, and the rest is history. So, Neil, thank you once again for being with us on South Coast Radio. Getting into early life and background, can you tell us a bit about your upbringing in Vosloorus and how it shaped both your music and your love for cooking?
Alright, so being raised in the hood, basically it opened a lot of doors for me and it showed me that you can be, you can come from wherever you come from, but if you have a determination, nothing is impossible. It opened a lot of eye-opening for me, and my upbringing, it wasn't bad, it wasn't good, it was okay, like an ordinary, childhood, with its ups and downs, but it taught me that, you know what, if you really want something, you're going to get it if you really, work hard to it.
Great stuff. So, looking at musical journey, you started making music in early 2019. What inspired you to take that leap into the industry?
Well, for me, it's from listening to a lot of music, and at some point, I myself noticed that, you know what, this is something I love, and if it's something that, for example, if they ask me that if you had to do one last thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? And straight up, it's music. Yeah.
Awesome. So your first single, Shwele, which was in 2021, made waves. What was the story behind that track?
With that track, it was, for me, it was the first time I ever made a song. It came about in a way that, out of the blue, I asked one of my producers, Aile, to shout out to him, to be like, you know what, send me some beats and let me see what I can do. And I didn't plan it or anything like that. I just woke up and, took my headphones and see what I can come about from, what my knowledge of writing, my knowledge of, bookworm skills, what can I come about with. And after I wrote just maybe 16 bars, a few lines, I did a small freestyle for him with that beat, and he was like, oh, damn, bro, you should go to the studio. Then I was like, nah, bro, nah, that's not a music. Nah, I'm telling you. Like, and then some point, Facebook, social media, I just looked around, nearby studios around me, and I found one of the greatest. I never knew that it has rich history, like artist-wise. It has history where the likes of Questa, the likes of Kelu Kumalo have been in that same studio where I'm stepping. They stood. I never knew that up until I was, I read about that studio in that room. Like, in that, when you're in that room, then you like the achievements on the board. I was like, damn, bro, this is hardcore. So I was introduced to the booth, because there's a difference between the studio and the booth. I was introduced to the booth first, then I went to the studio. So for me, it was a nice learning experience.
That's really awesome stuff, Neo Nayz. So looking into the new release album, The Come Up, and we're gonna be playing one of the songs from this album, which is called
Yes,
Iplozi, right? So
yes,
okay, so that was also featuring Fire Flames and K Mabone, right?
no, yes,
Okay, so that's great. So, some questions about that. So, you just dropped the new EP, the new release, right? Which is obviously
yes,
today. Tell us
yes.
what inspired the title.
For me, it's a testament to overcoming adversity and rising above the struggles.
Yeah,
It's it's a statement saying that at the end of the day, we will come up.
yeah,
If we're serious and determined, we're gonna come up. You
that's
know,
true.
it's a matter of never giving up. And if you really wanna get that thing or wanna get to where you wanna be, hence I name it the come up. It's about the underdogs that were underrated. you know,
Yeah, that's
yes.
that's great stuff. So, what is a central message or vibe you want listeners to take away from this album?
For me, it's sort of like a few things where I want people to take from is showing to me it's showing that working with diverse artists and working with different people helps because I believe in a term that no man is an island. We have
Yeah,
to help each other. For me, the come up is what I like to see it as a gateway of opening doors to other artists such as Grizzly, Young Codes, because Young Codes is not the first time I actually worked on a track with him. It's more than once now.
yeah.
And same as MC Lynn.
Uh-huh.
It's my first time working with her, and I'm happy with the results so far. So it's about opening doors for other people. As much as Nami doors were opened for me, here and there, some years I had to fight, I had to struggle, but I believe in that breaking bread with each other.
Awesome. So, if you could sum up this album in 3 words, what would they be?
Um, Let me think. If I could sum it up, be worth it, interesting, and a nice vibe.
Awesome. So, looking at achievements and recognition, you've been nominated for multiple awards, including the 2023 Timeline Radio Hip Hop Award.
Yes.
What do these accolades mean to you?
For me, they mean that they mean that hard work really pays off. It's just a matter of how consistent you wanna be, or you gonna be, or so it's a form of being consistent. That what you're working hard. There is those people who see you. It's just they don't wanna show it yet, but
Yeah,
they do see you. Yes.
that's great stuff. So, you've been interviewed by many radio stations and featured in newspapers. How important is media exposure for an artist at your stage?
It's very important, especially now that we live in a technology world, we live in a
Yeah,
social media world. It's very important. It's what I always encourage artists or songwriters or poets, anyone who's in the media, any sector.
yeah,
If you do something, visuals are the new thing,
true.
and I would love to see what you're doing more than hear what you're doing. I don't know if you understand me.
Yeah,
Even if it's not a whole 5-minute music video, even if it's just you take the phone, do a 30 seconds, freestyle or depending what you're doing, I appreciate seeing what you're doing
yeah,
because now in a way it's like you see that person, I can repost. You see that lady or that guy, or I can repost and I
That's
can
right.
spread the word with confidence, like, oh, dog, there's this video I saw. Then one thing leads to another, like, hey, for real, send me the link. Now you see already the message is spreading. Whatever you're doing, you without knowing, you opened a way where it's like, with that small video,
Yeah.
You opened a lot of doors for yourself without knowing.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's really awesome. And looking at current projects, future goals. So what can fans expect from you next, both musically and personally?
Musically, at the music scene for now, I'm working on another EP, but this one is gonna be a tricky one because I won't release it as a full EP. It's gonna be just singles. And my goal is to start or make it up and running my production company, which is Nayz Music Production, where it's like it's gonna be a record label, but kickstart the moment up until it gets to where it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Great stuff. And where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, both as Neo Nayz, the artist, and Neo Mthembu, the chef?
Alright, so with the artist, I see myself where it's like I am living what I chased. I'm living what I worked hard for. I'm living what I'm putting in the work today. So 5 years from now, can be like, hey, we saw Nayz, to where he is.
Yeah.
Because the vision I have, I see myself working with the greats, to mention a few, such as Rick Ross. I personally am a huge fan of Rick Ross, musically and business-wise. I one day see myself working with him, and if it has to be musically or business, but one of you get me.
Yeah.
Yes. And then for the chef side, I see myself having a franchise or a company or a food site where we work with, people in the entertainment, because I want to mix entertainment and food in one.
That's true. That's a wise choice. I mean, putting food and entertainment together is the next level,
Yes, and festival vibes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, it's really awesome once again having you with us, Neo Nayz. And before we go, just one more question. Maybe you want to say, maybe you want to give a shout out to any of the listeners from your side that are tuning in at this moment.
Firstly, I'd like to make a shout out to everyone who participated in making this EP happen, because it wasn't easy. We postponed it for maybe a year, actually, up until we decided, you know what, let's do it. So I'd like to thank those people. Secondly, I would like to thank everyone who sees my work out there, even though it's a thing, we see, but we won't react, I still acknowledge those people, because in a way they play a role still in helping me become a better person. And I'd also like to make a shout out to you guys for having me.
No, it's really awesome having you with us, as I said before, and it's a privilege you being with us live on South Coast Radio. I'm sure the fans really enjoyed the session with you as well. And we're gonna be playing the next song coming up, which is your newest release today from the album, which is, we mentioned, Idlozi, featuring Fire Flames, Mabone, and yourself as well. So thank you once again for being with us on South Coast Radio. It's really awesome having you with us. And to the listeners, thank you once again for streaming in and listening in to the history behind Neo Nayz and his latest release album, which is The Coming Up. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio.
This is South Coast Radio.